Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche. We are working with Python. It's our first days working with Python here, and we're working with Trinket, and we're trying to use Turtle. What we did in class was we made a trinket, like a new trinket here. You got to sign on to Trinket. And I'm using Python 2 because I think Turtle works better with Python 2. So let's do that. Okay. So give this, you know, a name called, I don't know, like Turtle Drawing, Turtle Drawing 1, something like that. And then what we want to do, and save it. And what we want to do is just kind of explore what we can do with Turtle here and make it kind of a cool drawing. The first thing you have to do is get Turtle. So one way to do this is with an import statement that looks like this. You can say from Turtle import star, which is like the star right there. And you can see, like if it runs, it'll just kind of be there. But we can do some other things with it. Let's see. One of the things I would like to do, or like you guys to get kind of control over, is like the screen. Okay, so so you can go like this and just ask. There's some default things that come with this. And so what we can do is we can say ask for screen equals. There's a command called get screen. Okay, and you can do this and get the screen. And then one of the things I want to do is get control over the size of this, because this thing is sort of here and you kind of don't know how big it is. So let's sort of explore that. So we can go s dot setup. Okay, and what I want to do is make a very small width for a second. Let's say it equals like 100. Okay, height equals like 100. And then I'm going to put the turtle. This will actually let me put the turtle kind of where I want it to be. So I'll say start x equals 0, start y equals 0. And then just to show you where it's going to be, I'm going to say s background color would be BG color. And we can put a color in there. Let's say like orange. And there's some set colors. Okay. What's going to happen is you get this little thing, and the turtles, that's where 0, 0 is, right? So if I said like -100 and ran it, let's say, oh, didn't really change that. Okay, let me try these. So maybe these guys don't. Let me see what that's doing. And it's still keeping it at the middle. So I don't know. I don't know about start x, start y there. Let's leave it at 0, 0 for right now, because I think that's supposed to be 0, 0. Let's put in like, I don't know. Let's try this and put positive i's in it. Let's see what happens here. Nope, still the same. Oh, I think it wears a start x and start y on the screen, and this thing has no control over that. So let's leave it at 0, 0 for right now. I think that's okay. One of the things you could do too is use an online color picker. Let's do this, and you can get more sophisticated colors. Like, let's say we want like a cool turquoise, like that. I think this will work. I'm going to copy that. This right here, which is a base 16 version of the RGB, where 60 is 96, F7 is 247, EF is 239, and I'm going to put this back over here and see if it'll run this like that, and go. There you go. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So we can have different colors going in your background. Okay, if you make this bigger, it'll just make it bigger. So now we have a really big place to draw, which is good. Okay, and I got a big place here. So now I got a huge place to run the turtle. Okay, and the turtle's actually sort of down here right now. So, but I need a lot of room. We want a lot of room for the turtle. Okay, so that's a good thing. So step number 1 is you know, make an interesting size for your screen. Okay, and like make an interesting background for your screen too. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now, okay, so next thing to do is kind of run the turtle. Okay, so here, make this like 500 for right now. Okay, so there, so the turtle will show up and it'll sort of be there so you can see it. And go like that. Okay, so that's my turtle right there. Okay, so you can sort of see what's going on. Okay, now turtle stuff. Okay, so one of the things you can do is you can actually get, get a handle for the turtle. So I'm going to say t equals, I think it's just get turtle. Okay, and what we can do then is we can move it. That's what we were trying to do before. Okay, so we're trying to make like a loop or something like that to move it. Okay, one of the things we could do is we could import the number of shape or the number of sides you can get. So you could go something like this. You could say, because we learned how to input stuff too, you could say sides input, how many sides do you want? Would you like? Something like that. Okay, something like that. How many sides would you like? And then what we'll do is we will we have to find like sort of an angle then from that. So we go angle equals I think it's 360 divided by, and this will make this an int. Actually, I think you go like this. You say int the sides. Okay. So if you put in sides, and we'll print this out. Say print your angle is, and we'll say this angle. I think it'll do this. Let me see if I have trouble with this. I may have to turn this into a string. So if I run this, okay, let me see what happened here. There we go. How many sides would you like? I'm going to say 5. Okay, and I get an error because I have to use a string. So I think I just have to say this. str. Python actually cares a little bit about the data types you're using. Okay, so there's a difference between a number and a string of characters or text. So we have to get kind of used to that. So I'm going to say 7 or 6, and that's my angle. See that? That's good. Okay. So then what I can do is I can make a shape. Okay. Using our loop, we could say for I in range of sides, or I guess it has to be int sides. Int sides. So we're going to do this for that many sides, right? Yep, maybe like that. Int sides. I'm going to go forward. Okay. Let's say 40, and I'm going to turn left the angle like that. Okay. And let's see what happens. Okay, so we can go like this. So we get some interactivity. So we're practicing our input command and the print command, which we learned, and we're also using the turtle forward and left command. So let's say, how many sides would you like? Let's say I want 4. Let's say I want 4. And there it goes. Okay. And if I run it again, how many sides would I like? I'm going to say 5 this time. Look at that. I'm going to run it again, and I'm going to say, let's say 9. Okay, see what happens. It's going to get bigger though. That's the thing. There's a certain point where the shape gets kind of big, but that's okay. That seems okay. Okay, and then let's do like 3. Okay, and that's cool. And if I run it one more time and say 2, it's going to do weird stuff here if I do this, because you can't really have a 2-sided shape, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, so that's sort of all right. And if I run it and do it like a whole bunch of sides, it'll kind of make this big triangle, I think. So let me say like 50. Okay. Okay. So see what it does. It's going to kind of make this big. I made my thing too small. It'll come around. So a 50-sided thing would be like a big circle to it, right? Something like that. Okay, but like for numbers like, 7, it's all good. Okay. Okay. So one way to like kind of change the colors too would be to kind of make a bunch of different colors, right? So let me see here. One way to do this is to get a bunch of colors that you like. Or you could just change the color. One way to change the color is just to go like this. Just go DT turtle. There's also sort of turtle shapes that you need to know about too. Okay, so one of the things we want to do is we can go T shape, and there are different ones. Like instead of that little arrow, I can use classic. Okay, and I'm gonna do that up above here. See, get turtle. I'm gonna go T shape classic. And then you can see what happens. I have to do the sides for a second. It's sitting there. I should do this before my input. Let's say 5. Nothing happened. Wait a second. Sorry, because I'm on the classic. I think I have to say this. There we go. There we go. How many sides do I like? Let's say 6. Then you get this like little turtle. Or you could say circle. Things like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. But what I want you to do also is to and you can do colors too. Let's see, you can go T color, and then you can use different colors. So let me find something on the online screen picker that would go with this. Like let's say really a cool, like, I don't know, orange or purple or something like that. I don't know. Like, let's go with like that. I don't know. I think I'm back orange. Let's say this. Okay. So I'm there like this, picking my colors. And let's see what happens here. Whoopee. Oh, I have to put this in quotes, I believe. Okay. So I'm running this. Got my orange color. That's what I like. And say 6. See, that's good. Okay. So there's also things like the pen size. Like right now, I'm like running it like this with just I did 67. With just a really small pen size. I think the default's like probably like 1. Okay. But you can do something like this. You can say T pen size. Like let's say 5. Let's see what we get out of that. Okay, so do this. What about 8? So you can see it's like thicker, right? And you could do something like this. You can make a variable PS for pen size equals 1, and then you could do or actually you could just do this. Actually, you could just go like this. You could go T. You could stick it in your loop. You could say pen size is I, and see I like actually is a counter in this loop, so it'll you can go like this and comment. That's way to turn off a statement there. If I run this and I can go let's say like 9. See, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's kind of cool too. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to use your imagination to make a really cool design. Okay, so I'm gonna work on mine right now, and I'll show you something in a minute, and I want you guys to come up with good designs too. Okay, using like the shape, using this loop, and using like the colors that we have. Okay, talk to you later. I'll see you in 1 second.